In number one, we're trying to figure out the intervals where f is concave up or concave down. All right, and we're given that original function. So to be concave up, we need to remember the second derivative is positive. Concave down, second derivative is negative. So this is going to be very similar to what we did figuring out when f was increasing or decreasing, the mins and maxes, except we're dealing with the second derivative here. We need to do a number line with the second derivative, figure out when things are positive or negative. So let's go ahead and figure out the derivative of f. We get 4x cubed minus 12x squared. But we need to deal with the second derivative for concavity. So second derivative, we get 12x squared minus 24x. We want to know when that's equal to 0. Well, we can factor 12x out of both terms, and we end up with x minus 2. So we get two values where the second derivative is 0. X equals 0, and x equals 2. So label your number line. We're talking about the second derivative here. There will be times where we talk about both and have two different number lines. So second derivative is 0 at 0 and 2. Now we want to figure out what's happening on the intervals between and to the left and right of those numbers. So I'm going to put in negative 1, 1, and 3. Plug those into my second derivative. Figure out if the second derivative is positive or negative at those points. So negative 1, if I put that in here, this is going to be negative out in front. 12 times negative 1 is negative 12. Put negative 1 in here, that's going to give us a negative 3. Negative times negative gives us a positive answer. If we put positive 1 in here, we're going to get positive here. This is still negative, so this is going to be negative. We put 3 in, we're going to get a positive and a positive. We multiply two positives, we get a positive. So we're asked to figure out when it's concave up and concave down. Now we can just look here. Remember, it's concave up when the second derivative is positive. So that would be from negative infinity to 0 and from 2 to infinity. And then it's going to be concave down when the second derivative is negative. So that is from 0 to 2.